What's up, guys? UFC 223 is in the books. There were only two fights I saw on the main card, man, and that was the main event and the co-main event. I didn't take any notes. I didn't do a scorecard, so everything is off the top of my head. First off, congrats to Rose Namajunas. She did not get the finish like I thought she would, but she won the fight. She won 49-46 on all three scorecards. It was closer than that, man. It was she did not win 4-1. She won 3-2. Hell, to me, the fight went all the way to the end, man. Rose won the first two rounds with striking and great movement. You know, she was looking good, man. You know, she was looking good. I thought I saw some confidence leaving Joanna. Third and fourth, Joanna came back and she won those two rounds, man. She won those two rounds. It was tied going into the fifth. She was throwing leg kicks on Rose, had Rose's leg messed up. Fifth round, Rose started out tremendous. I think maybe like the first 2 minutes, man, she was busting up Joanna bad, man. That nose was in terrible shape. Hell, I think if she would have pushed forward more, maybe she could have got a stoppage, man. You know, I think a mistake of hers, especially late in the fight, especially in the fifth round, was staying on the outside, staying at Joanna's striking range too much, man. If she had closed on this girl, Joanna would not be able to do what she can do with Rose being up close, man. She couldn't. So, you know, and Joanna's not known as being some renowned grappler or submission artist, you know. So I thought she could have negated Joanna's abilities by getting close, man, and she did not. But, man, she was beating this girl up the first 2 minutes, and then I'd say the next 2 minutes, Joanna made a comeback. You know, Rose slowed down. Joanna made a comeback, and then I would say within that last minute, man, it was brilliance by Rose, man. She went for a takedown. She got the takedown, man. I thought they wanted to fight. You know, on the way I scored it, the way I viewed it, I thought they wanted to fight, man. And that would have been, what, a 48-47 win from me. But somehow, some way, she got 49-46 unanimous. You know, I don't agree with those scorecards, but I agree that she won the fight. And congrats to her, man. All right. And in the main event, congrats to Khabib. You know, he did not win inside the distance. Which by that point, hell, my parlay had already been blown. With Truax not winning in boxing, I did not see the fight. I just saw the result, and Rose not getting the finish. But you know, I have to say that it is admirable what Khabib did, man. I don't know if people are gonna say, oh, he didn't look good, he didn't look that great. Al gave him a tough fight or whatever. Man, Khabib could have finished this fight anytime he wanted to, man, in my opinion. I think the first two rounds, I think he was putting the pressure on the guy, and he was going for submissions. But, you know, Iaquinta was, you know, he was hanging tough. He was staying strong. He was not giving up easily, man. You know, he was being a tough guy. And, but, you know, Khabib, man, look, he could have went for takedowns anytime he wanted to. When he finally did go for a takedown in the first round, he got it. You know, so if he would have pressed on this guy, he could have pummeled him and eventually submitted him, you know. But in the third round, he came out and he was striking with Iaquinta, man. And in my opinion, man, I think that Khabib was doing this just to give the fans a show, man. Just to give, you know, the fans at the Barclays Center who paid their hard-earned money, man, to give them a show, man. You know, instead of him blowing through a last-minute replacement like Iaquinta, man, you know, he was having a striking contest with the guy, man. And I think basically getting practice in on his striking and just having a fun fight with the guy, man. In the third round, he used a jab, just mainly his jab, and he busted up Iaquinta bad, man. And it was not pretty striking. It was not refined striking. You know, not Hall of Fame striking, but But the guy is so strong, man. You know what? When he connects on you, you know he can bust you up. He can hurt you, and his technique may not be perfect. It may not be great. You know, he is more of a sambo grappling guy, lifelong than a striking guy. That's something that he's picked up in recent years. But I mean, man, he busted up Iaquinta bad, man. And then it was so funny, when he goes back into the corner, Iaquinta at the end of the third round, Ray Longo was like, "Yeah, he gave us a round to get in there." He gave us a round to get in there. If that isn't the most defeated mindset, like he's basically saying the guy's in control. He gave us an opening, like wasn't really encouraging them saying what Iaquinta was doing, but saying what Khabib did, what Khabib allowed them to do. So I thought that was laugh out loud funny, And in the fourth round, Khabib continued the striking match. Still winning the fight, but Rogan and them, they like, why is he doing this? Why and talking about how McGregor and Tony Ferguson are, salivating at how Khabib are looking so great in the striking department. And he's not what I would call a great striker, But if he's fighting those guys, I don't think he's gonna be in there trying to have a fun striking match either. He's gonna play to his strengths a lot more, in my opinion. So, and I think somebody who is a great striker with great takedown defense could possibly be Khabib, man. But they got to be great in both categories, man. But man, it was just a striking contest. Rogan like, why is he doing this? Why, shit, man. It don't take a rocket scientist to figure out, man. He was just wanting to get the fans a show, man. He could have pressed forward on this guy like he did Barboza. Constantly, going at him, constantly trying to slam him and take him down and shit, man. He was striking with the guy because he wanted to, man, not because he had to, just because he wanted to. And fifth round, he was getting a little bit more aggressive. He was going more for takedowns again, going for finishes again. He had a little striking contest in there, but at the same time, he got more aggressive, man. And I think it was like the scorecard was like 50-44, 50-43. I think I would have scored a 50-45 for Khabib, man. I would not have, deducted those points from Iaquinta, man. This guy was hanging tough, man. He could have folded. He could have called it a day early in that fight, man. He was hanging tough, man. He was not trying to find a way out, man. He made me laugh at the, when they were standing there waiting on a decision, and he was acting like, faking like he could possibly win or some shit, like he was disappointed at the, the decision. He was just being funny. But, man, Khabib's a beast, man. He's a beast. And, hopefully we can see him fight Ferguson finally at some point, man. Hell, if not, maybe Max Holloway can go up and try to get him. But, hey, they was calling Connor's name, man. In my opinion, he ain't even in the discussion, man. Shit, as far as I'm concerned, he should not fight at all in 2018, man. That's the shit he did. Hell, first off, he need to face, the jail time and shit. And the UFC ought to suspend him for a full year, man. Hell, I probably would suspend him a full year after the legal proceedings and sentencing and all that shit's gone down, man. As soon as he's fulfilled his legal obligations, jail time, whatever they give the guy, immediately suspend him for a full year, So he's not in the discussion to me, man. Not at all. So, but I enjoyed those two fights, man. I did. So I think that's it, guys. Kind of a quick off the top of my head post fight. Again, not take notes that I do a scorecard, nothing, man. Just watch and enjoy it. Thought I'd come on and tell you guys what I thought about it, man. But what should be next for Rose, man? They were talking about Jessica Andrade, man. Look, Jessica Andrade fought for the belt not all that long ago, man. It got dominated. Preferably, I think I would like to see Carolina, but and I'm just thinking that Carolina got smoked by Claudia Gadelha not all that long ago, so maybe that might not be ideal. Since she beat Rose, Carolina did. Thought that'd be a good possible rematch. See how far Rose has grown, but maybe an eliminator between Carolina and Jessica Andrade, man. Maybe. So that's a thought. But then again, maybe they will try to make the Rose Andrade fight, man. Or they could maybe give Rose somebody not in the top five, somebody in the top 10 but not in the top five. Maybe give her somebody in that range, and maybe give her like a kind of a I don't know if I say like an easy title defense, but a one where she would be kind of a good favorite over, then give her a tough matchup. But we can see, man, because I like Rose. Rose is fighting tough, fighting good, saying the right things, doing the right thing. So, and they turn into a star, man. The crowd was on their feet chanting for her, man. I think she was the favorite tonight with the crowd. So, people are liking Rose, man. Hell, why not nurture that star, man? Build it up. And as far as Khabib, man, I think I'd like to see a Tony Ferguson fight, man. Does Tony need a warm up after this knee issue? That could be a thought. Maybe he needs to kind of get a training camp and have a fight on that knee. But if not, and if not, or if so, Khabib calling out GSP. Hell, I don't know what's going on with GSP, man. He's gonna fight again. Who knows? But if they could make that fight, I'd love to see that fight, shit. And I pick Khabib to win, hell, cause George did not look that good against Bisping to me, man. Timing looked off, reflexes looked off. So yeah, that younger, fresher guy, I go with Khabib, man. So I love to see what's next with him, man. But he's a beast, man. Congrats to him. Congrats to Rose, man. If you guys watched, I hope you enjoyed it, man. Let me know what you guys think, and I will check in with you guys soon, man. Thanks for watching.